Hello, friends. My name is Amanda, and before we really get started, I wanted to address the situation with my face. About to get my period, burned myself on an extremely hot green bean. Great, now that we've gotten that taken care of, hello. Why am I starting a vlog? First of all, I desperately needed to experience the asymmetries of my own face in the most dramatic way possible. Why I look like I have some kind of, there's something wrong with me. Okay, that's fine. Why am I starting a vlog? I am turning 30 this year in just a couple of months. And for those of you who are not turning 30, one of the things that this means is that my friends are starting to consider or starting to actually have children on purpose. So I've been talking about pregnancy a lot, you guys. A lot. And that's fine. That's fine. I love talking about pregnancy. Yeah. For the record, I am not pregnant. I do not want to become pregnant anytime soon. I am actively working to not become pregnant. In fact, it would be just a tremendous logistical problem for me to be pregnant. It's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. Terrific. Okay, now that we've gotten that all squared away, so you all understand the situation. Recently, I was talking to two of my friends who are both hoping to get pregnant soon. One of them has worked for several years now as a nurse. And we were talking about the fact that when you are diabetic, which I am, and pregnant, your blood sugars are supposed to be very tightly controlled. My blood sugars are fairly well controlled. My most recent A1C was a 6.3, which is like, great. Heck yeah, 6.3. I will take that. But she was saying when you're pregnant, your blood sugars are supposed to be between like 80 and 120 all the time. All the time. And I looked that up because I was like, that's crazy. And she was pretty close. Your fasting blood sugar, which means your blood sugar when you have not eaten, is supposed to be between 80 and 110. And your blood sugar after you eat is supposed to be between like 110 and 155. So basically, you never want to be outside of 80 to 155. Okay, so terrific, great, terrific. That sounds great, right? 80 and 155, no big deal. Well, here's the thing. When my friend told me this, that morning I had woken up and my blood sugar was 400. Your blood sugar should never be 400, but like, it happens. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I had like a lot of ice cream last night. Whoops. And it's not, for me, it's like, it's not the end of the world. It's like, whoops, I shouldn't have done that. And like, make sure it doesn't happen again for a while. But, whatever. But when you're pregnant, you're like, this baby, this human being that is inside of my body, like, its blood sugar can't be 400. That's too high. That baby's gonna weigh 15 pounds and I'm gonna die trying to deliver it. So like, that's a strong incentive to keep that control. All right, so this is all an extremely long-winded way of explaining what the purpose of this vlog is. I want to see if I am am even physically capable of keeping my blood sugars that tightly controlled. Is it possible to stay between 80 and 155 at all times? We're going to find out. We are going to find out. Now, the reason I can do this right now is because I recently acquired a continuous glucose monitor. It is the shittiest one you can get, but I have it and I'm going to continue trying to use it. Now, if you've got a good insurance policy, if you're rich, you can get the Rolls Royce of continuous glucose monitors, the Dexcom. The Dexcom communicates with your Medtronic pump, which I also do not have, and it tells you, it just says like, oh shoot, her blood sugars are going up, give her more insulin, or like, oh, it's dropping, better hold off. So you don't really need to think that much. I mean, you still need to like give yourself insulin when you eat, but the rest of the time it's like, there's a system that's basically doing what your body is too fucking stupid to do by itself. Fuck my pancreas. My pancreas sucks. Now, I have a decent insurance plan, but like my insurance coverage, my endocrinologist thinks, is not going to cover the Dexcom. What it does, actually, it doesn't cover this either, but you can, instead of going through your insurance company, you can just buy this other thing called the Freestyle Libre. Now, Freestyle Libre representatives, if you're watching, you might want to put on your earmuffs. This thing is a piece of shit. It's okay. One of the sensors is supposed to stay on your body for 10 days. It costs $25, but like $2.50 a day. Okay, I go to Starbucks all the time. I spend $2.50 at Starbucks every time I go in, at least. So I'm like, I can do this. That's fine. I can stop going to Starbucks so much. I can't stop going to Starbucks. It's the only place I can get work done because my brain is broken. Anyway, so I'm willing to spend the money to buy this thing. The problem is, it doesn't last 10 days. It lasts 2 days if it's not too windy outside. Okay, so let me, just so you guys understand what we're dealing with here. This is what this thing looks like. This is a continuous glucose monitor. You scan a device over the sensor, and it tells you not only what your blood sugar is at that moment, but also what your blood sugars have been for the past like 8 hours. So you're getting really good data. And that's like the main selling point of this thing. So with finger prick, so I've got my handy dandy testing kit here. I can take my blood sugar. It tells me at that moment what my blood sugars are. Let's say I didn't wake up at 400. I woke up at 90 that day. And that's great. But my blood sugar was 400 like all night. I have no idea. And then when my A1C is like 7.5, I'm like, what happened? So that's the nice thing about the CGM is you get better data. You can see how you're trending. You can make adjustments to your basals. So that's the like background insulin that you're getting all the time using your pump. So it's great, terrific data. The problem is they fall off. They're like a little bit uncomfortable. They're not supposed to be, but it is what it is. You can deal with it. Again, what's a little discomfort when you got this good data? So anyway, hopefully it's going to stay on for me. But yeah, we're going to do this little experiment. I'm going to try for like a month. We're not going to do 9 months because I have to write a dissertation and I'm going to need alcohol and I'm going to need carbs. And that's okay. That's all right. But we're going to try for a month and see what happens. And who knows, if it works, maybe I'll have a baby. And if I can't do it, there's always adoption. And also just like seeing children from a distance, which is another option that my parents are less enthusiastic about. But Anyway, so what I would love it if you would do is just periodically check in if you want to. I don't care. Do what you want. You're free to do whatever you want. But if you want to check in and just kind of keep me honest, I have no idea how difficult this is going to be. Again, I'm very poor. I'm not going to a nutritionist. Is this a good idea? Probably not. Should you do it? Definitely not. Don't take medical advice from me. I'm a social scientist. I'm not even a very good social scientist. You definitely shouldn't listen to anything I have to say about biology because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I assume I'm just going to be eating fewer carbs. And it's going to be difficult because it's hard to stop eating carbs. But we're going to find out. We're going to find out. And yeah, if you want to subscribe and like, I guess that's important. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. It also doesn't really matter. Yeah, so anyway, enjoy. We'll see what happens. Thanks, guys.